Good afternoon to all.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon. So this is next lecture of the third chapter. So in the previous lecture, we have discussed about the partial pivoting. We will use two strategies to reduce the error in the approximation of the solution of the linear system of equation. So first strategy we have already done, that was partial pivoting, and second one was scaled partial pivoting. So that we will discuss in this lecture. So first we will discuss the procedure, means what is a scale partial pivoting. So it actually our aim is to make the pivot element as a largest element. So in the partial pivoting, we have made the largest element. We have made the pivot element as the largest element according to the column. Means suppose you want to make the element 0 below the diagonal element, so then you will look into the entries of that column only. But here we will look, but in the scale partial pivoting, we will take care of the full matrix now. Means we will see according to the row also. So then we will choose our pivot element. Okay. So it places the element in the pivot position that is largest relative to the entries in its row. So suppose we have the matrix A, and it contains A11, A12, and B1. Don't look into B1 here. Okay, just I'm writing augmented matrix. So this is the general matrix here. So first of all, find the scalars. Or it is called scaled factors from the rows. Means first of all, we will pick up the first row, then we will choose the largest element in the first row, then from the second row, then from the third row, and so on. Sorry, it is another row. So if I take the maximum element from the first row, obviously it will take the we will take the absolute value only. So A11, A12, then A13, up to A1n only. Don't take B1. So we are searching the elements pivot as a pivot position from the A matrix only, not from the B. So we will not consider BIs here. So we will take the maximum up to this A matrix entries only. So let us call it S1. This is scale factor. This is the largest element in the first row. Then we will pick up the largest element from the second row. That will be denoted by S2, A21, A22, then A23, and so on up to A2n. So this way you will get n elements. Maximum of an1, an2, and so on up to ann. So in general, if I write, means Si will be maximum of ai1, sorry, it will be yes, it will be ai1, ai2, and so on. After finding these n scale factor, means suppose it is 3 cross 3 matrix, then you will get 3 scale factors. Okay. So what is our second step in scale partial pivoting? Take the ratio, because now we have to use the Gauss elimination also, means we have to make these elements 0. The procedure will be same in the Gauss elimination. The step by step we will do is you have to make these elements 0. So first you have to change this element as a pivot element, stronger pivot element. So for this, what is the procedure? Is take ratio of first column. Now you will take first column entries. Entries and corresponding S size. Means I have to take maximum. Then means what are the first column entries? These are A11, A21, A31, and so on up to AN1. So what we will do, we will take absolute value of A11 divide by S1. So here you will use the scale factor, first scale factor, then A21 by S2. These are already absolute value S1, S2. So no need to take mode here. AN1, then SN. So suppose you are getting AP1 as a largest in all, AP1 by SP. So it means you have to interchange first row with the pth row. So that will decide, this ratio will decide which rows will interchange. So here, if you are getting, suppose A21 by S2 is the largest in all, so you will replace E1 with the E2. So this is the procedure. So after making, suppose you have interchanged the rows, then this will become A1. This will be the situation. Then so now make these elements 0, means apply Gauss elimination here. So after applying this operation, because here we are dividing by A11, so this will be the pivot element. Actually, this is not a pivot element. AP1 is a pivot element that we have interchanged here. So this will be the pivot element. So again, after making these elements 0, the matrix reduced to A1 to A1 and B1, A2 to, then B2, and so on up to AN and then BN. So this is A32. So here again, we have to take maximum of, means here you don't choose this scale factor again in the next step. These will be found, these can be determined only one time. Okay. So, but you have to find these ratio in each step. So first we have done with this these ratios. Then after making these elements 0, come to the second column entries. So now look into the A22, because we have to make this element as a pivot element that should be stronger. So A22 star divide by S2. Okay, A32 star divide by S3, and so on up to AN2 star divide by SN. So suppose you are getting AQ2 by SQ as a largest element, largest ratio. So then you replace E2 with EQ. One thing more, if you are interchanging first row with the pth row, your scale factor will also change. Your scale factor will also interchange. S1 will be interchanged with SP. So here, if you are taking S1, means suppose you are taking AP2 star divide by S1. So here you have to use S1 because S1 is already interchanged with SP. So this you have to take care. So then continue this process. Means if you change second row with the qth row, then again you have to make these elements 0. So then do the same procedure with the third column, then fourth column, and so on. Means that is Gauss elimination only, but you have to do the extra things here. Means first you have to find the scale factor, then you find the ratio in the first column. If you want to make the pivot element in the first column, then you find the largest element and largest ratio. Then according to that, you will interchange the rows. Then this is simple Gauss elimination. You reduce these elements into 0. Then before applying the operation, again you have to make this element as a pivot element. So again you check this ratio. If you find any number larger than A22 star divided by S2, then you interchange 0. Okay. So there are few remarks here. So first you have to take care the scale factors that you have found in the scale factor that you have found in the first step of the scale partial poverty, that are S1, S2, and so on up to Sn. These are computed only one time, only once. So it is not the case, means in the first step you are finding these, and then again after this step, means after making these elements zero, again you are finding the maximum, means largest number in row wise. So that will be seen in each step. So second remark, the scale factors are actually the scale. What are the scale factor? We have taken the largest element according to the row wise, that is largest in row. Means if you are taking S1, that is largest in first row. So these are row dependent actually. The scale factors that you have chosen are row dependent. So they must also be interchanged then interchange 0. Then row interchanges are performed. So obviously if you are taking suppose S1, so S1 will always be largest in first row. So now if your first row becomes pth row, then in this pth row S1 will be the largest only, because if you give this notation to A11, now it is a first row. Actually it was pth row, your pth row. So now if you are changing your scale factor, if you're changing your row, then scale factor will change, because in this row now SP is the largest element, not S1. So this is these are some remarks related to the scale partial poverty. So now come to one example. Using 3-digit arithmetic, yes.
Ma'am, after the example, can you please explain the properties again?
Yes. Okay. So using 3-digit in the example also we can discuss it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So using 3-digit arithmetic, here you have to use 3-digit, but it is not mentioned rounding or chopping. So it is by default, it will be rounding. 3-digit rounding करनी है. Solve this following system of the equation by using Gauss elimination with the scaled partial poverty. So these are 3 equations in 3 unknowns. So first step will be same. You have to write the augmented matrix. 2.11 minus 4.21, 0.921, 2.01. This is your first row. 4.01, 10.2, minus 1.12, and then minus 3.09. 1.09, this is second row, this is third row. 0.987, 0.832, and 4.21. So now don't make these elements 0. So here you have to use the scale partial poverty first. So find the scale factors. So scale factors. So this is maximum of, means S1 is maximum of 2.11, 4.21, 0.921. Don't take 2.01. So this is maximum, it will be minus 4.21. This will be your S1, means 4.21 absolute value. S2, which is a maximum of 4.01, 10.2 minus 1.12. So which one is maximum? 4.01. So this is your S2. S3, maximum of,
1.09.
yes, 1.09. So 1.09, 0.987, 0.832. So it will be 1.09. Okay, so now if you want to make this 2.11 as a, means this number as a pivot element, means this place as a pivot element, then you have to take maximum of A11 divided by S1. A21, now you have to take column wise entries. A21, then mod divided by S2. A31 divided by S3.
मैम
Yes.
S2 में हम 10.2 नहीं आएगा
S2. Oh, yes, 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 sorry. It should be 10.2, yes. 4.21, 10.2, and 1.0. Yes. So maximum of 4.2, sorry, A1, 2.11 divided by 4.21, 4.01 divided by 10.2, 1.09 divided by 1.09, which is maximum. This is less than 1, this is less than 1, this will be exactly equal to 1, this is 1, means 1.09 by 1.09 is a maximum element. This is A31 by S3. So it means you have to interchange, means 3 to 1. So it means E3 first row with the third row. So let us interchange 0. A is to B. So now it will be 1.09, 0.987, 0.832, 4.21. Second row will be same, 4.01, 10.2, minus 1.12, 3.09, 2.11, 4.21, 9.21, and 2.01. So make these elements 0. This is first row, second row, and third row. So use these two operations, multiplied by 4.01 divided by 1.09 E1 and E3 minus 2.11 divided by 1.09 with E1. So E2 minus, approximately you have to take a 3-digit rounding. So it will be 3 point, if you divide these two, it will be 3.68 E1. E3 minus, approximately it will be 1.94 E1. So now use the operation. 1.09, this first row will be same. Zero, zero. So now you can change these numbers also according to these operations. So 10.2 minus 3.68 into 0.987. So that will give you 6.57. And here minus 4.18, and this number will be minus 18.6. So here it will be minus 6.12, minus 0.689, minus 6.16 after these operations. Okay. So here also you should write one thing, that if you are changing first row with the third row, your S1 will also interchange with the S3. Okay. So now no need to find scale factor again. Is that was the first remark? Means you have to find scale factor only one time. So this is the first step. Don't use it again. Means don't do it again. So do repeat this step only, maximum of the ratio only. So let us take the maximum of, because now you have to make this element as a largest element, this place as a largest element. So let us take A22 divide by, that is A22 star, obviously S2. S2 is already S2. S2 will be same. And here A32, this is A32 star, divide by S3. Now S3 has become S1. So here you have to write S1. Because either you write S3, means that will be 4.21, because now 1.09 will become 4.21. So here you have to write S1 only. Don't write S3. So this is maximum of A22 6.57 divide by S2. S2 is 10.2, and here it is minus 6.12 and divide by 4.21. Sorry, S1 is 4.21. So which one is maximum? This is 6 point something dividing by 10, 10 point something. This is also 6 point something dividing by 4. So obviously second will be maximum. So minus 6.12, you can find from the calculator which one is maximum. 412. This is the maximum. It is nothing but A32 by S1. So it means you have to interchange second row with the third row. Actually, third row was the first row. So that's why you don't take S1 as a in the interchanging. So see this 3 and 2. So you have to interchange second row with the third row. So let us write this row with the in the place of second row. So this will change to, it is 1.09, 0.987, 0.832, 4.21. That will be 0, 0. Now 6.12 will come here, 6.57, 689, is minus, just 18.6. So this is first row, second row, and this is third row. So now make this element 0. So now you can make this element 0. 6, just a minute. 6.57. Okay. So here you should remember one thing, that actually we are not using partial pivoting, because in the partial pivoting just look into the largest element. This is already largest in magnitude, means 6.57 is greater than 6.12. So no need to change interchange the rows here, but we are using scaled partial pivoting. So ratio that is coming, that this is coming for 3:2. So you have to interchange the rows according to the scale partial pivoting. E3 minus 6.57 divided by minus 6.12 into E2. So this is approximately equal to, when you take 3 digits, it will be positive 1.07 E2. So then your matrix will become reduce to the upper triangular now. 0.832, 4.21, 0, 0. This will become 0, and here it will be minus 4.92 and minus 25.2. Now use backward substitution because this is upper triangular now. Using backward substitution, you will get x3 as minus 25.2 divided by minus 4.92. It will be 5 point, because it is approximately 25 by 5. So it is 5.12 positive. And x2 from this 6.12 into x2, 0.689 into x3. x3 I can put the value 5.12 is equal to minus 6.16. So you multiply these two, then take 3 digits, then add, then take into the right hand side, then you find x2 value. So from here x2 will be 0.430. And similarly x1 means if I write 1.09 into x1 plus 0.987 into x2, it is 4.430 and 0.832 into x3, it is 5.12. So which is equal to 4.21. So at last you will get x1 as is minus 0.436. So our x will become 0.436, 0.430 and 5.12. Exact solution is given. Maybe. No, exact solution is not given. So if you want to verify your answer, you can put these 3 values into the system of linear equation, means that is given to you. I mean, in this system you can put it. So it should be approximately equal to 2.01. So if it is coming, then it means it is a approximation, means that is the solution of the system of linear equation. Means it should satisfy for all these 3 equations together. This way you can verify your answer. Any doubt in this scale partial pivoting? This is the procedure. Okay. So shall we start the next topic, that is LU decomposition.
Yes, ma'am.
So LU decomposition. I will tell you the procedure of LU decomposition. Actually, from the name here, you can see what L and U stands for. L stands for the lower triangular matrix. And you should know what is lower triangular matrix. And U is upper triangular matrix. So here LU decomposition means if you have a system, because we are solving the system of linear equation only, so we are finding x here. So what you do, you take your A, don't take augmented now, augmented matrix, you just take A matrix. So now you have to factorize this, because this is another name is factorization also. LU factorization or LU decomposition. So decompose this matrix into the product of L and U, means this should be equal to A again. Means you have to write this matrix in the product of L into U. Means if you have to find one lower triangular matrix and upper triangular matrix, and their product should be A again. And these are special kind of matrices. So now how to find these L and U, first of all. Okay, so suppose you found these L and U. Okay, so then you put it here. LU into X is equal to B. Now how to get the solution from here? So then you know that matrix multiplication is associative. Means if you take multiplication of two matrices and then with third matrices, then this will be equal. Matrix multiplication is associative. So you can use this here also. L into UX is equal to B. Okay. This is unknown to you, means U is known to you, U entries will known to you, but X is unknown to you. So let us write UX is equal to Y. Actually, U is suppose U is n cross n matrix and n is n cross 1 because it is a vector. So in the resultant, you will get n cross 1 vector only. So here you will write Ly is equal to B. So L is lower triangular matrix, Y is the unknown, Y is another unknown matrix here, and B is known to you. So from here, suppose I got the lower triangular matrix. What is lower triangular matrix? Lower means upper part will be 0, and in the lower, your entries may or may not be 0. But there are special kind of a matrix. It is a special matrices whose diagonal elements are 1, 1, 1. This part is 0, and this will be L2, 1, L3, 1, means L2 to 1 will be 0, L3 2, then L3 3 will be 0. So this way. Y, what is Y? That is column vector Y1, Y2 up to Yn. Okay. So in the right hand side also, yes. Actually, what we do in the LU decomposition. So suppose this is the given system of linear equation, X is equal to B. So decompose means you have to decompose this matrix into the product of L into U. Means you have to make one matrix in the terms of product of two matrices, and they are special kind of matrices. L is lower triangular matrix and U is a upper triangular matrix. Okay, so now after finding, I have not discussed the how to find L and U, but if suppose you have found the L and U, that first step is over, suppose, then you come to the next step. So put A means A equal to L into U. L into U is into X is equal to B. So then you can write L into UX is equal to B. And here, if I denote this matrix with Y, that is again unknown, this is the vector Y1, Y2, and Yn. So here Ly equal to B. So these are known entries, means known matrix. This is also known matrix. This is unknown to you. So now again we have reduced this matrix into the system of linear equation. But here we have lower triangular matrix now. So from the lower triangular matrix you can find these Y easily. How? Here you can see this is nothing but forward substitution. Means if you again multiply these two matrices, you will get Y1, because 1 into Y1, this part is 0, 0, 0. So 0 into Y2, 0 into Y3, and so on up to 0 into Yn, which is equal to B1. So at last you will get Y1 is equal to B1. And similarly, there are in the second row you have only two entries which are non-zero. So L21 into Y1 plus 1 into Y2 is equal to B2. So once you find Y1, you can find Y2 also, similarly Y3, and so on up to Yn also. This means that will be determined from Ly is equal to B. So once you find Y, then, but our aim is to find X here. So Ux is equal to Y. What is U? U is upper triangular. Upper triangular means A11, 0, 0, 0. Sorry. A12, A1N, 0, 0, 0 here, A22. Means here you have to use the backward substitution. So these are unknown now. But now these are known to you, y1, y2, and yn. So put these values here and then using backward substitution. This is the procedure. But how to find L and U? So actually, the first step that we have done in the Gauss elimination, first and second step. First step, we have written the augmented matrix only. So here you have to take A only, don't take augmented matrix. So first, no need to write first step. So just start from the second step of the Gauss elimination. You have to reduce A into the upper triangular matrix. So the operation will be same. No need to use partial pivoting, scale partial pivoting here. So just a simple Gauss elimination use करना है A matrix के ऊपर. Then it will reduce the matrix into the upper triangular matrix. So that will gives you U matrix. That will be your U matrix. Means what is your first step? Apply. Oh, just write. Reduce A matrix. Matrix A into upper triangular. Then call it U. U matrix. So that will give you U. Okay. So by applying, suppose we are applying the operations EJ minus MJI divided by AII into EI. So you know with these operation we can make all the matrix into the upper triangular matrix. So here I will be 1, 2 up to n minus 1 and J will running from I plus 1 to n. Okay. So next, this step 1 will gives you U matrix. So step 2, so how to write L? Actually, no need to reduce the matrix into the lower triangular matrix. That will not gives you L. So just write L matrix. Now what it is, we know that L matrix, the upper part will be 0. Then but place the 1 to the diagonal elements. Means place 1 here because it is a diagonal element, 0, 0, 0 and 0. So here it is L21. What is L21? That I have to find this L21. This is 1, this is 0, 0, 0. This is L31, this is L32, then 1, then 0, 0, 0. So this way you will write 1 here, means this is last diagonal element, 1, 0, 0 here. Now what are L21, L31? How to determine this L21, L31 and these? Means first we will find out these first column. So what is L21? L21 is nothing but M21 by A1. Sorry. Actually, there is error. AGI. It should be AGI. So here I write A21. A21 by A11. This will be your L21. What is L31? A31 by A1 means this is that ratio that you have used in the operations to reduce the matrix into the upper triangular matrix. So similarly, Ln1 will be An1 by A11. And similarly, how to find L32? It is A32 by A22 and so on up to. So this way means suppose in the first, suppose we have done one example of the Gauss elimination here. This is the Gauss elimination, and we have made these elements 0. Means here we have taken A21 by A11 here, and this is A31 by A11. So that will gives you L21 and L31. Means we have made the first column entry 0. So that will gives you the first column entries of the lower triangular matrix. Means we have made this element 0. Suppose it is a 3 cross 3 matrix and we have to write L only, L into 3 cross 3 matrix. First entry will be 1 of the first column. And if you are making these elements 0 with this operation, then this ratio will gives you this element. This ratio will gives you this element. And to make this element 0, you have used this operation. This is the ratio, and this ratio will gives you this element. Okay, so and in now that will gives you the first column. Okay, so now after in the second operation you have used this ratio, means 6.57 minus 6.12. Then this number will be placed it here. This is 0, this is 1, and that will be here, because here we have used only one operation, that is 1.07. So 1.07 will come here. So and rest are 0. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, and 0, sorry, 1, 0, 0. This number will be 3 point. If I write the L here for this matrix, then I can write this. Means L will be 1, 0, 0. This will be 3.6810. This will be 1.94. If it is negative, you have to take positive. And this number will be 1.07 with the negative sign. So minus 1.07 with 1. That will gives you L. So use the operation that you have used to reduce the matrix into upper triangular matrix. So that will gives you L. So once you find L and U, then you do this procedure. First, you have to use forward substitution. Then you have to use backward substitution. So this is the procedure. Any doubt in this procedure? Gauss elimination तो लगाना ही है. Just you have to write L only from the operations.
Ma'am, can you tell again how L is calculated?
Okay. L is. So actually, suppose I have taken EJ, means I want to make these elements 0. Okay. So what was the our general operation? Minus AJ1 by A11 into E1. So this is the ratio, na? Then I can call it L, LJ1. A21 को 0 बनाने के लिए क्या ऑपरेशन यूज किया? E2 minus A21 by A11. So that will gives you L21, that number. Correspondingly to A21, you will get L21 here. And A31 को 0 बनाने के लिए you write J equal to 3. So that will gives you L31, means A31 by A11. So that will gives you L31. And similarly A41, so it will be A41 by A11. So that will gives you L41. So this way you complete your first column by using the operation that reduced the entries of the first column 0. Okay, so here this will complete it. Now after making these elements 0, these entry will also change. So and that entries, so you use the operation again with the help of E2 row now. So this ratio will gives you LJ2. Means now after making these elements 0, you have taken A11, A12, that will be non-zero, 0, 0, 0, A22, A32, and so. So here you should remember these entry will change. So this ratio will also change. Means if I'm taking AJ2 star, this will be A22 star. So now it will be LJ2. So it means if you are making this element 0, means then it will be L32, means L32 will be A32 by A22. And then L42 will be A42 by A22. So this way you will get a second column entries. And similarly, you can find the third column entry, fourth column entries. So this one. Means I'm not saying, suppose from L21, you will get A21 by A11. From L31, you will get A31 by A11. So that is okay. But what is L32? L32 is not A32 by A22. It is changed values now. You have to use the changed values. So some students just write L32 is equal to from the given equation. Means suppose it is a A. Suppose it is A matrix. Then what they do, L32 is A32 by A22. But it is not A32 na, because after the operation maybe row will be interchanged, the numbers will change. So according to that you have to decide. Means firstly you will get it, but after the row interchanging you will not get the same number that is given in the given matrix. Yes, that diagonal element you have to put it one only. That is from your side. Actually, if you want to ask something, just write to everyone. So the question part we will do in the next lecture, that you will understand it better. So for the time being, you just do this question. Sorry, do this question. Can you do this question also? Actually, I forgot to do this question. We will do this question also. Actually, this is based on scale partial pivoting. We will do in the next lecture only. So firstly, we will do this example. Then we will come to the LU decomposition. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.